You will think fear is a feeling you have. Fear is a spirit. Because there is a weapon of a spirit, and there are many of such weapons. One of the weapons spirits use to destroy men is pride. Because when you allow pride get into you, even God can't help you. Because these spirits are wise. It's a game of wisdom. The devil knows what he will do that will make God impotent in your matter. Because God himself shows up and he said, if he sees pride in you, instead of helping you, he resists you. He said he resisted the proud, he giveth more grace to the humble. There's another weapon called distraction. In 1 Kings chapter 20 verse 40, the prophet told a parable to the king. He said, my Lord gave me a servant to keep. He said, but as I was busy here and there, I lost him. You will now discover that your dream is actually not something you created, because I will define a dream. Your dream is actually images, divinely orchestrated images generated in your spirit to help you have a grasp of your purpose. And so if you become busy here and there, you will lose your dream. Because the devil knows this, he will fire distraction into your soul. And there are many young men who are distracted. Anything that has to do with destiny, they discover they don't have appetite for it. And from morning till night, they are roaming up and down doing nothing. And they are busy here and there. When you become busy here and there, you don't need the devil to take your vision. You will hand it over. Third weapon the devil uses on earth is wrong desires. Spirits run on the frequency of your desire. Every time a desire is born, a channel is open for spirit manifestation. You think when you look around and all you are seeing are seductive paintings is something that was not thought through. You buy a razor blade, you see a naked person. They are trying to create an image. And as we go into dreams, you will see the power of visualization. What the devil is trying to do is to create a desire in you. And that desire created will become a gangway for him to walk into your destiny and to dominate you. It's a weapon in the spirit. When you become wise, you will shut the gates. The gate of the eyes, the gate of the ear, the gate of the skin. Nothing can enter. The fourth weapon of the devil is the weapon of sin and lawlessness. So the moment you choose the path of sin, iniquity and lawlessness, you voluntarily walk away from God. So you see that all these weapons have their powers. The weapon of pride makes God to resist you. The weapon of distraction makes you to lose your dream. The weapon of desire makes other spirits to rule over you. And the weapon of sin makes you to walk away from God. All of these things will end up causing you to lose that dream that God planted in your spirit even before you were born. Because the things that you see while you walk on earth were built into you before you were born. He said to Jeremiah, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I ordained you to be a prophet. You come on earth, you are seeing prophetic signals. You don't know that those things are algorithms created from the studio of eternity. You are not being creative. You are only seeing what was passed into you. The fifth weapon the devil uses is the weapon of ingratitude. Most people are in obscurity and suffering today because they didn't say thank you at the right time. God arranged everything that should lift them up. When the table is set, all they needed to say is thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. They didn't say it. They forgot. And because they forgot, their helpers too forgot. And so everybody forgets until they are forgotten in destiny. And no matter how strong you are, you need men. No matter how strong you are, you need helpers. Sometimes one recommendation can be more important than a life saving. But if you don't know how to say thank you, you are gone. And the devil will use this to make a lot of people suffer and never fulfill destiny. Fear is a weapon the devil is using. In 2 Timothy 1:17, he said, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power, the spirit of love, and the spirit of a sound mind. So when fear comes, there is something it does to your mind. That's why you lose your dream. The word sound mind there is the word sophronismos. Is the ability to create pictures and to bet them. But when fear comes, it can truncate it. And so one weapon the devil is using is the weapon of fear. And fear is a spirit. He shoots it as an arrow into people. Some people from when they were children. Let me show you 3 consequences of fear. Number 1, fear torments. The second thing fear does is that fear provokes slavery and control. Finally, fear collapses your faith. How do you deal with fear? Many scriptures you see here, the Bible says, perfect love casted out fear. If you look at your destiny, and it's not just, I want to be great, I want to have a car. If you look at the future and it becomes, how do I help society? How do I help humanity? How do I glorify God? You will discover that gradually that fear will go away. Because if you don't know how to walk in love, you cannot deal with your fear. And if you focus on your fears, you cannot focus on your dreams.